Welcome to Integrato's Quick Bytes series, where we cover Business Central and Microsoft 365 how-tos, tips and tricks, and new features in less than 5 minutes. I am Nolan Lim, a senior functional consultant here at Integrato, a direct Microsoft partner and cloud solutions provider. Let's talk about job queue entries and how they work with the Shopify integration. During my first implementation, right when the connector was released, there was not much documentations in setting up job queues and how they work with Shopify. After today, you will be able to set up these job queue entries to work with Shopify. In 2022, Microsoft released the Shopify connector for Business Central, and there are several integrations between Business Central and Shopify. The integration process is all done within Business Central. Now let's take a look at Shopify within Business Central and the sync processes. On the Shopify menu option, if I go to Shops and open up the shop card, in the menu option synchronization, I can see the various sync options: products, orders, shipments, images, inventory, customers, payouts, or sync all. This is not all the sync options. So another place where I can look to find other menu, and I go to orders, and under process, there's sync orders from Shopify, create sales documents, and sync shipments to Shopify. So in my demo, I will show how to create a job queue entry for sync orders from Shopify. So going back to the role center, I am now going to job queue entries. So in the job queue entries, as you can see, I've already have a couple of Shopify job queues already set up: sync stock to inventory, to Shopify, create sales orders within Shopify. So to create a brand new job queue entry, I need to go up to the main menu and say plus new. The object type to run is going to be a report, and the object ID to run, if I don't know the ID, I can click on the three dots or the ellipses, and I'm going to search for Shopify. And as you can see, here's all the Shopify options that we can set up with job queue entries. So we are going to set up the sync orders from Shopify 30104. So I'm going to select that one. Okay. The earliest start date, I will start today since I am setting this up. So I'm going to use T for today. There's no expiration date on this job queue, so I'm going to leave it blank. And since Shopify runs every single day, under the recurrence, we want to make sure that we turn on all the days and the number of minutes between runs. So this is where, how often do you want the job queue entry to run to go look for new orders from Shopify? So by default, it shows a 1,440 minutes, but that might be too long between the next time you want to see orders coming in. So you might put in every 5 minutes for the system to look at any new orders from Shopify. The inactivity timeout is how many minutes that passed before recurring jobs that has the status on hold with an activity timeout is automatically restarted. This number cannot be less than 5 minutes, so we'll just leave it at 5 minutes. Another option you might use, I've had several clients do this. Instead of having the system look at every 5 minutes, they might have a start time and say, I want new orders to come in at midnight every night instead of having it look for every 5 minutes. So they might set something up like this. And so by putting in a time, the system will bring in new orders from Shopify at midnight every night instead of every 5 minutes. So that is another option available for you. Okay. Now that we have this job card set up, I can just go back out, and for this new report, the status is on hold. I just now need to set it to ready. Now you have a job card set up for sync orders from Shopify. You can now set up the rest of the um, job cards for the rest of the Shopify integration, and then you're on your way. Thanks for watching. If you want to get more Business Central tips, how-tos, and updates on new features, hit the subscribe button. We are releasing videos weekly. For more information regarding Integrato or get training or support, please visit integratotech.com and check out the links below.